Hello, Jaguar students. It's your friendly neighborhood math teacher, Mr. Allred. This is our 8th day of EOG review. Today we're going to talk about 2-dimensional and 3-dimensional shapes. I got some real quick notes for you. I'm going to do one practice problem for you, and then I'm going to give you a couple of nice little hints on the other ones to kind of get you started. Okay. The first thing you're going to want to do is fill out some formulas. These are all important formulas that we talked about in Units 8 and Unit 9. So you're probably going to need some of them on the EOG. Reminder, the EOG does not give you these formulas on the test, so you're going to need to memorize these, okay? To find the area or circumference of a circle, to find the area, we did pi times the radius squared. To find the circumference, we used two different formulas. We said you could do 2 times pi times the radius or pi times diameter, okay? To find the area of a square, we said base times height or length times width. We even said the same thing for the area of a rectangle. We also talked about triangles way back when in Unit 8. We said to find the area of a triangle, you could do 1/2 base times height, or base times height divided by 2. Okay, we had a big complicated formula for a trapezoid. We said it was base 1 plus base 2 divided by 2 times the height for the area of a trapezoid. We said to find the area of a parallelogram, you could do base times height or length times width. Okay, those are all our formulas from Unit 8. We also had some formulas in Unit 9 for the volume of a prism. We said to find the volume of a prism, you could take the base and multiply it by the height. But that big B there stands for the area of the base, not just for the base, but for the area of the base. That's why it's capitalized. We also talked about the pyramid. The volume of a pyramid is the same formula as a prism. Area of the base times the height, but we divide by 3 at the end for a pyramid. Okay, so these are all the different shapes that we talked about in Units 8 and 9 and how to find their areas and volumes. We also talked about surface area. If you want to write this in there, that is the areas of all the sides of a 3D shape. We talked about surface area, and we definitely talked about all those formulas. Okay, we even talked about cross sections when we talked about Play-Doh. We said that was the 2-dimensional result of the slicing of a 3-dimensional shape. Okay, that's a bunch of formulas for you to write down. Thank you for paying attention to that. I'm going to do one practice problem for you, and then I've got some hints for you on some other problems. I'm looking at this second problem, number 26. It says the circumference of a circle is 188 meters, and it wants you to find the approximate radius of the circle. Please keep in mind our circumference formulas from earlier in the notes. We said to find the circumference, you could do 2 times pi times radius or pi times diameter. Okay, I don't know if you have noticed this yet, but this problem is a little backwards from one we usually see. We are already given the circumference of this circle, and it wants us to find the radius of the circle, so we have to work backwards a little bit. Okay, we know the formula is 2 times pi times radius. The reason I'm going to use that one is because I'm given the radius in the problem. So I'm going to set up an equation that takes what I know about the problem and plugs it into that formula. I know the circumference is 188, and that equals 2 times pi times radius. I'm going to solve this like an equation. Okay. First thing I'm going to do is divide both sides by 2. That's going to cancel out the 2 on this side of that equation. It's going to leave me with 94 on the other side of the equation and pi times r. Okay. If I'm trying to solve for r is my variable. Pi is a regular number, okay? We know it in our calculator as well. It's about 3.14-ish. I'm going to divide both sides by that pi so I can figure out what the approximate radius of my circle is. If you take 94 and divide it by pi, your calculator is going to tell you it's like 29.9, which I'm going to round up to about 30 meters. It asks for the approximate radius of the circle. There's my problem. I'm going to pick the one that says 30.
Zion, please report to the main office. Nicole. Zaria, who is staying after school with Miss Mertz, report to the main office now. Thank you.
They need Nicole Azaria in the office. It's the truth. Okay? So that's one problem there solved for you. Okay? Found the radius of a circle when given its circumference. I'm also going to point out to you numbers 12 and 28, talking about a kitchen and then a bathroom floor. My best advice for that first one is to convert all of these things to inches. There you go. Gave you some advice. Can't say I didn't help. And then number 28, I'm given feet and inches. I think it makes sense to convert everything to inches there too for numbers 12 and 28. Okay? Okay. Then look at large yards in the shape of a square and a half circle. You want to name the shapes and list the formulas for that square and the half circle. Okay? So I've done one practice problem there for you. I've even given you some helpful hints on the other ones. Your homework, of course, is the rest of those math problems that you see there on the paper, okay, as well as watching these notes, okay? Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Thank you for your time. Goodbye.